Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Good morning and welcome to UAE. I am so delighted to be able to communicate with you, although a little disappointed that I'm not personally be there, as something really urgent came up for me to attend in New York, because of which I am right now on my way to the US. I definitely wanted to share my thought process, so here I am. First of all, let me congratulate each one of you for coming for this wonderful conference put together by the ICIS group. I think this is the 15th edition, and they have done a tremendous job in bringing together industry experts and the champions of the oil and gas industry. Uh, who we are? Well, we are the private office of Sheikh Tanun bin Saeed bin Tanun Al Nahyan, and we are very proud and happy to be associated with this beautiful gathering. And I want to take an opportunity to engage within an expert community and exchange initiatives of mutual cooperation with each one of you. I spearhead, of course, the entire operations at the Royal Office of Sheikh Tanun, who's definitely, you must know, he's the grandson of the ruler's representative of Alain and Abu Dhabi, of course, it's the Abu Dhabi royal family. The office's provisions for economic and political guidance on developing trends and paradigm shifts in the market. Providing these insights to organizations gives them a direct and competitive advantage in exploiting opportunities and avoiding pitfalls where when operating in the region. We are dedicated to the constant advancement of business development and supporting entities to establish their presence in Abu Dhabi by resorting to innovation backed expertise, impactful strategic planning, imaginative and resilient staff, and also the first hand knowledge of Abu Dhabi. Outlook for economy, if you ask me, I have to tell you that, Alhamdulillah, UAE is blessed with a strategic location between the east and the west, with the state of the art infrastructure and a variety of business premises. The sound economic policies formulate the basis for its buoyant economic outlook, and also most of the policies centers on reforms and improvements for facilitating the trading of oil and gas sector. The economic performances remained subdued in 2017, partly due to cuts in oil output as part of OPEC agreements. But with the expectation of higher crude oil prices, improved oil production capacity, and with increased investment ahead of Expo 2020 in UAE, I expect the growth to recover in the medium term from 2 to 3.5% in 2019, inshallah. The best part of the business environment in UAE is the social landscape. Since its formation in 1971, the country has been going through and have done special constitution and successfully implemented a beautiful, open, and a free constitution for all, a good model of social and political stability. Leaning on the oil and gas sector as the pillar of the economy, the state invested heavily on physical and social infrastructure as well. Moderation and acceptance of others are innate in the UAE culture. Despite the presence of a large foreign community in the country, each and every person stands to have an equal opportunity for business and providing their products and their services in the country. It is the first among the MENA countries for its readiness to change, and third globally among the 136 countries rated next to Switzerland and Sweden. Ranking number one in terms of enterprise capability, which is measured in terms of the labor market, economic diversification, openness, innovation, and research and development, the business environment, the financial sector, transport, utility infrastructure, enterprise sustainability, the informal sector, and the technology infrastructure. It's been very much on the at par with most of the modern day economies, and in fact better than most of them. I would say, laying down robust pillars for investment and business. It's gaining high scores for its macroeconomic framework, public administration and state business relations, regulation, the fiscal laws, and the rule of government, the strategy planning and horizon scanning. If you look at it, it's overall all dynamics in place. There's a food and energy security. There is land rights in place. The security. The Emirates are celebrated for its people and civil society capability based on several factors such as human capital, entrepreneurship, civil society, safety nets, technology, use of health related initiatives, which has really created a lot of belongingness, a sense of belongingness with the expat community. I think the major strength is inclusiveness, and this inclusiveness and unison has created the loyalty and has been able to create labor retention and workforce retention in the country. The initiatives like Ministry of Happiness and Ministry of Tolerance have been doing great job in terms of employee satisfaction, thereby leading to a economy which is inclusive and which is equal opportunity provider to its population. I believe that the political landscape for investments is very important for any investor when they're considering setting up their business or bringing in their investment of any form. I believe the nation has been at the center of the diplomatic row between several Arab states, as you know, but it is politically stable, enjoys financial and moderate monetary stability. The Emirates emerging market capital markets are the emerging capital markets are built on regulatory systems. The government has a long, consistent commitment to pro business, liberal economic policies, including the protection of intellectual property rights, because that's always a major issue, especially when you're doing local companies and you have majority sponsors. The UAE benefits from stable and harmonious industrial relations. Finally, there is a well defined, sound legal framework for business and a clear set of ownership rules. Due to an incredible leadership model by the government, and of course, owing to its leadership under the guidance of His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, as well as His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid's initiative, I think the country is in right hands. UAE is the only country globally that has a 100-year roadmap chartered, involving several cosmic initiatives in aerospace, artificial intelligence, healthcare, energy, fintech, infrastructure, and transport, besides oil and gas, of course. And at our office, we've been focusing on these sectors as well. And we are proud to tell you today that we have businesses across all these sectors that is mentioned above. But oil and gas continues to remain, and allied activities, of course, continue to dominate the entire business scenario for us at the moment. I believe Abu Dhabi holds a prime status to ensure capital availability, and ahead of Expo 2020, all these initiatives will play a major role in boosting and creating a future for UAE, and I think it's in the right direction on that front. I think the Made in UAE label is boosting innovation and investment and local manufacturing is on the boost, is on the upward curve, of course. We're encouraging both local production as well as foreign investment in Abu Dhabi, which is very important dynamic for a mutually beneficial for local and international players, and we are encouraging that at our private office in a very big way. So I will not take much of your time, and I would like to conclude by saying that we are witnessing expansion and an expansive downstream operation in the lube market globally and locally as well, of course, as well as huge petrochemical and LNG in parts of the Middle East and North Africa. Technology innovations in the lube market are growing an unparalleled extent. And we wish to welcome you for collaborations and utmost support from our private office for you to conduct your business in the Emirates. And we'll go out of our way to support you to reach out to the relevant government authorities and oil and gas sector related companies. And we are here to completely support you to reach out to the industry experts in our and we are blessed with a very strong team which will guide you at each and every step to be able to migrate to this part of the world and quickly get globalized and be able to generate revenues and healthy profits for all your stakeholders and for all of us for a healthy living and a better society. I want you to interact with our office bearers, and we look forward to welcome you to Abu Dhabi at our Royal Palace and interact with each one of you personally. So look forward to see you, inshallah, very soon. But excuse me again for not being there personally. I hope you have a great productive next couple of days, and we're always at your disposal. You have a great day ahead, and wish you all the luck. Shukran jazilan. Alhamdulillah. Have a great day.